Well, as a pastor, I had very little experience with video editing or audio recording or any of that sort. And so when the coronavirus hit and I had to transition from our worship services in person to online, I was a bit at a loss for what to do. The only thing I had was a Lumix G7, which I knew was a decent camera for 4K shooting at a reasonable price. And yet I had not been using it for several years. Simply because I didn't have the time to invest in researching how to edit the videos and get them ready. So within a few weeks, I had to put something together, and I did a bit of research and came across a cheap setup using a Rode VideoMicro attached to the Lumix G7. I knew it had a lot of good reviews, but it was primarily used for vlogging, and I wasn't going to be walking around or using it for that purpose. I just wanted it on my desk, but I thought the mic would certainly be better than the camera mic, and it is. I also bought the Gorilla Pod 3K, which I can see myself in the future needing to use this outside of the office, and so I wanted to have a tripod that was flexible and versatile in that way and compact, and it serves as an adequate desk tripod at this point. And then lastly, I went ahead and purchased a Bauer 24-inch ring light. It was on sale, and I knew the lighting in the office would not be very good, and I couldn't afford something more substantial than this. And so this has been decent. In fact, I'll show you what it looks like without the ring light. So you definitely get more of a yellow hue from the fluorescent tubes in the ceiling, and this just does a much better job of highlighting the scene for you. Anyways, these three purchases were all good. They've served their purpose well, but I thought that getting a USB mic would improve the quality of the production overall. So I decided to get the Blue Yeti X. I know there's better mics out there, but this one also has great reviews and has they made a substantial improvement from the previous microphones. So this really is just simply to show you the difference in the quality between the two mics. I know they're meant for different purposes. In fact, the camera is about 2 feet away from me right now, and the Blue Yeti mic, as you see, is about a foot away. So that already is going to impact the difference in quality of the two mics. But being that I was recording from this distance already, and this mic now can be closer, this is actually a pretty accurate view of the quality difference that I was going to be able to produce. What I'm going to do is move the mic just outside of the view of the camera when I'm recording, and it'll still be much better quality than the audio mic, than the audio from the VideoMicro. So I hope this is helpful. I hope if you're out there floundering for a setup that is adequate for your situation, that's fairly cheap, I encourage you to look into these accessories for your digital camera.